Okay, so start our lecture. Good afternoon to everyone. So in our last lecture, is the strength 25. Let it. So in our last lecture, we have seen how to calculate the COP of reverse Carnot cycle. So we are knowing that the value of COP of reverse Carnot cycle is calculated by using the formula as a T1 divided by T2 minus T1. T1 divided by T2 minus T1. So by using this formula, we are able to calculate the value of COP. Whereas T1 is nothing but lowest temperature which is maintained inside the refrigerator, and T2 is nothing but the temperature of atmosphere or atmospheric temperature to which we have to reject the heat. That is also called as a higher temperature. So the beauty of this reverse Carnot cycle is that the COP of reverse Carnot cycle is depend only on lowest temperature and highest temperature. It does not depend upon the property of the refrigerant which we are going to use, as well as the capacity of the refrigeration system also, as well as the equipment which we are using in the refrigeration system also. So with the help of this, there are chances, or there are two ways by which we can increase the COP of reverse Carnot cycle. So first way is by decreasing the higher temperature. First way is by decreasing the higher temperature. That means by lowering the temperature T2. By lowering the temperature T2, we can increase the COP of reverse Carnot cycle. Or second way is to increase the lower temperature. That is nothing but cold body temperature, or that is also called as the temperature which is to be maintained. So either we can increase the value of T1 or we can decrease the value of T2. By this way, we can maintain the, we can increase the COP of reverse Carnot cycle. And by using this concept, we are knowing that COP of any refrigeration system will have the higher value of COP in case of winter season as that of same refrigerator which is used for same application in case of summer season. The reason behind this is nothing but surrounding temperature. In case of winter, will have the lower value as compared to surrounding temperature in case of summer. And the same another example, if we are going to use COP of, or if we are going to use a refrigerator, one way, if you are going to use a refrigerator for making ice at 0 degree centigrade, and in the another application, if we are going to use the refrigerator for air conditioning plant in which we are maintaining the conditioned air at 20 degree centigrade, then here those surrounding temperature is same. Those surrounding temperature is same. Then also, as we are increasing the value of T1, that is lower temperature, in case of another refrigerator, that's why refrigerator used for air conditioning plant will have the higher value of COP as compared to refrigerator which is used for making the ice. So these are nothing but the temperature limitations of a reverse Carnot cycle. Okay, now though we are saying that the reverse Carnot cycle, reverse Carnot cycle or COP of reverse Carnot cycle is depend upon only two parameter, that is nothing but T1 and T2, and here there are chances of increasing the value of COP. That means the whatever refrigeration system we are using, the highest possible value of COP, can be obtained by using the reverse Carnot cycle. But can be obtained by using the reverse Carnot cycle, but still in practice or in actual practice, not a single refrigerator is made up. Not a single refrigerator is made up by using the reverse Carnot cycle. So whatever this reverse Carnot cycle will be there, that reverse Carnot cycle will have the some of the practical limitations. And because of those practical limitations, we cannot use this reverse Carnot cycle in the practical application or in actual practice. That's why this reverse Carnot cycle will be utilized as a ultimate standard of comparison only. Now, what are the limitations of using reverse Carnot cycle? So as like Carnot cycle, though in case of Carnot cycle also for heat engine, though that Carnot cycle is having the highest possible efficiency, then also we were not using that Carnot cycle in actual practice. Why? There were also some practical limitations. In the same fashion, here also In case of reverse Carnot cycle also, there will be some practical limitations. And what are those practical limitations? What are those practical limitations for using that reverse Carnot cycle? So the practical limitations are, as we are knowing that reverse Carnot cycle is consisting of 4 processes. Out of that, 2 are isentropic and 2 are isothermal. So during process 1 to 2, this is the isentropic compression process. This is the isentropic compression process. And as the word isentropic is there, that means here reversible adiabatic process. That means no heat should be rejected from the system, as well as no heat should be absorbed. But during compression, we are knowing that heat content of the system will goes on increasing. During compression, heat content of the system will goes on increasing. So isentropic compression, if we want to occur that isentropic compression, then it is possible only when we are carrying out this 1 to 2 process within fraction of second. That means speed of this process 1 to 2 should be very much high. Then and then only it is possible to have the isentropic compression. म्हणजे आयसेंट्रॉपिक कॉम्प्रेशनचा अर्थ काय, रिव्हर्सिबल ॲडियाबॅटिक. म्हणजे त्या सिस्टीम मध्ये काय झालं पाहिजे, हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब पण झाली नाही पाहिजे आणि हीट रिजेक्ट पण झाली नाही पाहिजे. पण कॉम्प्रेशन, ज्यावेळेस कॉम्प्रेशन करत असतो त्यावेळेस आपल्याला इन जनरल काय समजतं, ज्यावेळेस कॉम्प्रेशन करतो त्यावेळेस प्रेशर वाढत असतं, व्हॉल्यूम कमी होत असतो आणि टेम्परेचर ऑफ गॅस वाढत असतो. म्हणजेच काय होत असतं, त्या ठिकाणी एन्ट्रॉपी वाढत असते नॅचरल कॉम्प्रेशन प्रोसेसमध्ये. पण ह्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला एन्ट्रॉपी सेम ठेवायचे. जर एन्ट्रॉपी सेम ठेवायची असेल तर काय करावं लागणार आहे आपल्याला, ही जी काय आयसेंट्रॉपिक कॉम्प्रेशन प्रोसेस आहे, दॅट मीन्स 1 to 2 प्रोसेस आहे, that should carry out within fraction of second. That means speed of this cycle should be very much high. Speed of this cycle should be extremely high. Speed of this cycle should be extremely high. And after this, whatever compressed refrigerant will be there, that will be given to the another compressor or another part of the compressor, where the another process is isothermal compression heat rejection process. Isothermal compression heat rejection process. Isothermal, meaning of isothermal means temperature of that refrigerant should remain same. But in general, we are knowing that whenever we are doing compression process, automatically temperature of that refrigerant will goes on increasing. But here we have to keep the temperature of that refrigerant as a constant parameter. Still, we have to do the compression. So how it is possible? It is only possible when we are maintaining the speed of this compression process as a very low. Speed of this compression process as a very low. Very low means how much the whatever amount of heat is being added because of compression, same amount of heat then only it is possible to have that isothermal compression heat rejection process. That means speed of this process is very much low, whereas isentropic compression process, speed of this process is extremely high. Again, here in case of isentropic expansion, hello. Hello, whether my voice is audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. हॅलो, आवाज कट होतोय का?
हा सर, मध्ये मध्ये कट होतोय.
Okay. Okay. So here, as to carry out that isentropic processes, we require extremely high speed, and to carry out that isothermal processes, we require extremely low speed. So this variation in the speed from extremely high to extremely low, as well as again from extremely low to extremely high, and again from extremely high to extremely low, that is impossible in actual practice. That is impossible in actual practice. That's why we cannot use this reverse Carnot cycle in the actual practice. So these are the limitations of using the reverse Carnot cycle in the actual practice. Are you getting? So what are the limitations for using the reverse Carnot cycle in the actual practice? As the reverse Carnot cycle is consisting of two isentropic processes and two isothermal processes. So to carry out the isentropic processes, that system has to have, or that system have to have extremely high speed, and to carry out that isothermal processes, that system have to have extremely low speed. So variation of speed from extremely high to extremely low is practically impossible. That's why we are not using the reverse Carnot cycle in the practical application. Are you getting? So these are the limitations of using reverse Carnot cycle in the practical application. Now, based on this reverse Carnot cycle, we have to solve some problem, or we have to solve the numerical. So we'll solve the numericals by using the reverse Carnot cycle. So the formulas which we required to have to solve the problems or numericals by using reverse Carnot cycle, that first formula will be calculation of COP. So COP will be calculated by using the formula as a T1 divided by T2 minus T1, whereas T1 is nothing but lower temperature, T2 is nothing but higher temperature. So by using this formula, we can able to solve the problem of reverse Carnot cycle. Now first problem based on reverse Carnot cycle. So the problem statement is a machine working on Carnot cycle. आता लक्ष द्या, ज्यावेळेस Carnot cycle म्हणतात, Carnot cycle in the refrigeration system is also known as a reverse Carnot cycle. कारण की Carnot cycle जर तुम्ही हीट इंजिन मध्ये वापरली तर ती तुमची Carnot cycle होणार आहे, आणि Carnot cycle जर रेफ्रिजरेटर मध्ये वापरली तर ती ऑटोमॅटिकली काय होणार आहे, रिव्हर्स Carnot cycle होणार आहे. So most of the time in the problem they will not specifically mention that reverse Carnot cycle likewise. So they will mention the Carnot cycle for the refrigeration system. So Carnot cycle for refrigeration system is nothing but reverse Carnot cycle. Are you getting? So a machine working on Carnot cycle operates between 305 Kelvin and 260 Kelvin. So two temperatures they have mentioned, 305 Kelvin, 260 Kelvin. Determine the COP. Determine the COP when it is operated as a refrigerating machine, a heat pump, and a heat engine. A refrigerating machine, a heat pump, and heat engine. So for this three application, we have to find out the value of COP. We have to find out the value of COP. Now here they have mentioned the two temperature ranges. Out of that, first one is nothing but 305 Kelvin. Second one is nothing but 260 Kelvin. So which is the lowest temperature and which is the highest temperature? Which is the lowest temperature and which is the highest temperature? So out of these two temperature, 260 Kelvin is the lowest temperature. So lowest temperature will be always considered as a T1. So given data in this case, that is nothing but T1. Value of T1 is nothing but 260 Kelvin. 260 Kelvin. And highest temperature is nothing but 305 Kelvin. So value of T2 is nothing but 305 Kelvin.
87 92 81 31
305 Kelvin. Now, for these two temperature ranges, we have to find out the value of COP when that refrigerating system is working as a refrigerating machine, when that refrigerating system is working as a heat pump and as a heat engine. So for all the three devices, the value of COP will be different. So can anyone tell me the formula for COP of refrigerating machine? So first thing, we'll calculate the value of COP for refrigerating machine. Value of COP for refrigerating machine. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me the formula for COP of refrigerating machine? What is the formula? The formula is nothing but T1 divided by T2 minus T1. T1 divided by T2 minus T1. Put the value of T1. Put the value of T2. You will get the value of COP of refrigerating machine.
5.778.
Value of COP of refrigerating machine. What is that value?
5.778.
5.778. 778. This is the value of COP of refrigerating machine. Now, when same refrigerating system is working as a heat pump, then for that we have to calculate the value of COP of heat pump. Value of COP of heat pump. So what is the formula for value of COP of heat pump? By two ways here we can find out the value of COP of heat pump. We are knowing the correlationship between COP of heat pump and COP of refrigerator. What is that correlationship? COP of heat pump is nothing but COP of refrigerator plus 1. Or otherwise we can use the another equation. What is that another equation? त्या ठिकाणी आपण ज्या ठिकाणी ते बघितलेलं आहे काय म्हणतात डिफरन्स बिटवीन रेफ्रिजरेटर हीट पंप अँड हीट इंजिन या ठिकाणी बघितलंय त्या ठिकाणी जाऊया एकदा. There you will observe okay here if this has a T2, this has a T1, then value of COP is calculated by Q1 divided by Q2 minus Q1. This is in terms of heat. This is in terms of heat. In terms of temperature. In terms of temperature, here as Q is nothing but T into ds. As Q is nothing but T into ds. So in terms of temperature, the formula of COP will be T1 divided by T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. So this is the formula in terms of temperature for COP of refrigerating machine. In the similar fashion, COP of heat pump. This is the Q2 divided by Q2 minus Q1. Q2 divided by Q2 minus Q1, because our main intention is to reject the maximum amount of heat. So here this is the formula in terms of heat. In terms of temperature, this formula will be T2 divided by Q2 च्या ऐवजी काय लिहिणार आहे मी T2 divided by T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. T2 divided by T2 minus T1. That is the COP of heat pump. So in your notebook you can note down this point. COP of heat pump. And here efficiency of heat engine is given by Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q2. This is in terms of heat. This is in terms of heat. If you want to calculate efficiency of heat engine, in terms of temperature range, then that temperature, in case of temperature, the efficiency will be given by, instead of Q2, you have to write as a T2. Instead of Q1, you have to write as a T1 divided by, instead of Q2, you have to write as the formula as a T2. So this is the efficiency of heat engine in terms of temperature. This is the COP of refrigerator in terms of temperature. This is the COP of heat pump in terms of temperature. Are you getting? Yes or no?
Yes.
So by using these formulas, we have to solve this problem. Okay. So now if I want to calculate the COP of heat pump, then formula will be T2 divided by T2 minus T1, or you can use the another formula as a COP of heat pump is equal to COP of refrigerator plus 1. रेफ्रिजरेटरचा सीओपी किती आहे 5.778, म्हणजे हीट पंपचा सीओपी किती आहे पाहिजे प्लस 1, that is nothing but 6.778. So by using another formula also we should get the same answer, T2 divided by T2 minus T1. T2 divided by T2 minus T1. Put those values, check whether you are getting the same answer as a 6.778 or not.
Same answer.
Same answer. Okay. Now here, though they have mentioned that determine the COP, then also for heat engine, the COP, that is performance of heat engine, we are measuring with the help of efficiency. That's why here instead of COP we have to use the word as the efficiency of heat engine. Efficiency of heat engine. So what is the formula for efficiency of heat engine?
2 minus T1 divided by T2.
T2 minus T1 divided by T2. T2 minus T1 divided by T2. This is the formula to calculate the efficiency of heat engine. So I have told you how we have calculated only by converting the heat or heat term into the temperature term. So here, what is the efficiency? What will be the efficiency? Put those values. 305 minus 260. That is nothing but 45 divided by T2. That is nothing but 305. What is the value of efficiency?
0.147.
147. That means actual efficiency of that heat engine is nothing but 14.7%. 14.7%. So this is the solution of this problem. Are you getting how to solve the problem? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you getting how to solve the problem? Remaining students? Write in the comment box. What about remaining students? Whether you are getting how to solve the problem? What about remaining students? Okay. So by the same way, you have to solve this problem. So if you have noted down this statement, so you can solve the problem. Given data, value of T1 is known to you. Lowest temperature, out of that two temperature, lowest temperature will be considered as a T1. Highest temperature will be considered as a T2. So lowest temperature T1 260 Kelvin, highest temperature T2 305 Kelvin. Then COP of refrigerator, formula is T1 divided by T2 minus T1. Put those values, you will get the answer as a 5.78. Again, COP of heat pump, formula is T2 divided by T2 minus T1. किंवा कोणता फॉर्म्युला यूज करू शकता तुम्ही? COP of heat pump is equal to COP of refrigerator plus 1. आपण फॉर्म्युला यूज करू शकता. Put the values, you will get the answer as a 6.78. Then COP of engine, that is nothing but efficiency of engine. Heat engine efficiency, formula is T2 divided by T2 minus T1 divided by T2. Put the values, you will get the efficiency as a 14.7%. So note it down in your notebook. Note down it in your notebook. I will give 2 minutes. So such type of problem may be asked for your multiple choice question also. That means they will give the temperature range. Based on that temperature range, they will ask you to find out the COP or efficiency. So such type of problem may be asked for in your multiple choice question. Now we'll take another problem. Shall we move further? Shall we proceed further? Okay. Another problem statement is a Carnot refrigeration cycle. Carnot refrigeration cycle. या ठिकाणी रिव्हर्स कॅरनॉट शब्द वापरत नाहीत. ज्यावेळेस कॅरनॉट रेफ्रिजरेशन हा वर्ड येतोय त्यावेळेस रेफ्रिजरेशनच्या रिलेटेडची कॅरनॉट सायकल म्हणजेच कोणती असते? रिव्हर्स कॅरनॉट असते. हे फक्त लक्षात ठेवायचं. कॅरनॉट रेफ्रिजरेशन सायकल absorb heat at 270 Kelvin and reject it at 300 Kelvin. या ठिकाणी पण दोन टेम्परेचर आहेत. एक म्हणजे 270 Kelvin, second one is 300 Kelvin. Calculate the COP of this refrigeration cycle. First of all, we have to calculate the COP of this refrigeration cycle. Second question, if cycle is absorbing 1130 kilojoule per minute at 270 Kelvin, then how many kilojoule of work is required per second? जर 270 केल्विन पासून जर 1130 किलोजूल पर मिनिट एवढी जर हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब केली, एवढी हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब करण्यासाठी त्या सायकलला किती वर्क द्यावं लागेल? थर्ड वन, if the Carnot heat pump operate between the same temperature as above refrigeration cycle, what will be the its COP? रेफ्रिजरेशन सायकलच्या ऐवजी जर तोच जर हीट पंप झाला सेम टेम्परेचर रेंज मध्ये, what will be the value of its COP? How many kilojoule per minute will the heat pump deliver at 300 Kelvin if it absorbs 1130 kilojoule per minute at 270 Kelvin? So this is the problem statement. Simply, if you want to simplify this problem, then here, if you draw the schematic diagram, you will easily able to know how to solve this problem. So there are two temperature limit. Out of that, lower temperature is nothing but 270 Kelvin. Lower temperature is nothing but 270 Kelvin. Higher temperature T2 is nothing but 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin. And here, to transfer the heat from 270 Kelvin to 300 Kelvin, we are using refrigeration cycle as well as we are using heat pump. So here, according to Clausius statement, we are knowing that we should supply the work. Then and then only we are able to absorb the heat. We are able to absorb the heat from lower body temperature, and that heat will be rejected to the higher body temperature. So though that is refrigeration system or heat pump system, the working principle will be same. रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टीम असू द्या तुमची किंवा हीट पंपची सिस्टीम असू द्या, स्कीमॅटिक डायग्राम काय राहणार आहे? सेम राहणार आहे. त्या ठिकाणी काय होत असणार आहे? नेहमी स्मॉल लोअर बॉडी टेम्परेचर कडून हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब होणार आहे आणि ती कशाला रिजेक्ट होणार आहे? हायर बॉडी टेम्परेचरला. अँड फॉर डुईंग दॅट वी आर सप्लाइंग द वर्क. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, Carnot रेफ्रिजरेशन सायकल ऍब्झॉर्ब हीट ऍट 270 केल्विन, म्हणजे हीट ऍब्झॉर्प्शन कुठून होते? लोअर टेम्परेचर कडून. अँड रिजेक्ट इट ऍट 300 केल्विन. That means we have drawn the correct schematic diagram. Calculate the COP of this refrigeration cycle. How to calculate the COP? Refrigeration cycle साठीचा COP फॉर्म्युला काय असणार आहे?
T1 divided by T2 minus T1.
COP of refrigeration cycle is nothing but T1 divided by T2 minus
T2
T1.
minus T1.
So both the values you are knowing to knowing to you. So put those values, T2 minus T1. Put the value of T1 as a 270. Put the value of T2 as a 300. So 270 divided by 300 minus 270, that is 30. So 300 divided by 30, 10. Sorry, 270 divided by 30. 270 divided by 30, that is nothing but 9. So this is the value of COP of refrigerating system. That is nothing but the answer of your first question. Answer of your first question. Second question. If the cycle is absorbing 1130 kilojoule per minute at 270 Kelvin, ह्या ठिकाणी जे काही QA आहे, QA what is the value of QA? 1130 kilojoule per minute. 1130 kilojoule per minute. Kilojoule per minute. Okay, 1130 kilojoule per minute. How many kilojoule of work is required per second? How many kilojoule of work is required per second? That means here they have mentioned the value of amount of heat absorption for the same system. Then if you are knowing the value of amount of heat absorption, they have asked us find out the value of work done on the system. So how to calculate the value of work done on the system? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me?
Efficiency of heat pump.
Yeah, we are knowing the COP of, not efficiency of heat pump. We are knowing the COP of refrigeration cycle. This is the one formula of COP in terms of temperature. This is the one formula of COP of refrigerator in terms of temperature. Another formula of COP of refrigerator in terms of heat is nothing but QA divided by, or Q1 divided by Q2 minus Q1. And one more formula, that is nothing but COP of refrigerator is given by equation QA divided by work done. Amount of heat absorption divided by net work done. Divided by net work done. This is the formula of COP of refrigerator. So here we are knowing the COP of that refrigerator. What is the COP of this refrigerator? 9. 9 is the value of COP of refrigerator. What is the value of QA? 1130 kilojoule per minute. 1130 kilojoule per minute. So based on this, I will get the value of work done. What will be the value of work done? What will be the value of work done? So solve this formula or solve this equation. So 1130 divided by 9. What is that answer? What is that answer?
125.5.
125.5. पण हे आन्सर कशामध्ये येणार आहे? Whether COP will have any unit, so that
No.
COP will be the unitless quantity. COP will be the unitless quantity. That's why whatever unit that QA will purchase, same unit will be applicable for the work done also. What is
Per
the
minute.
kilojoule per minute? Kilojoule per minute. So 125.5 kilojoule per minute. Kilojoule per minute is the value of work done. But in problem, they have asked us find out the value of work in terms of kilojoule per second. So work done in terms of kilojoule per second. काय येणार आहे? 125.5 हे कशामध्ये किलोजूल पर मिनिट. एका मिनिटामध्ये किती सेकंद असतात? 60 सेकंद असतात. डिवाइडेड बाय 60 विल बी देयर. So this will be in terms of kilojoule per second. This will be in terms of kilojoule per second. So tell me that value. What is this value?
2.09.
2.09. 2.09 kilojoule per second. That is also called as a kilowatt. Kilojoule per second is also called as a kilowatt. So this is the answer of your second question. Are you getting up to here? Yes or no? Are you getting up to here? Yes or no? What about remaining student? काहीतरी सांगा. होय किंवा नाही? ओके. Now, third question. If the Carnot heat pump operate between the same temperature as above refrigeration cycle, what will be its COP? आता हा जो काय रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टीम होती, त्या रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टीम ऍज अ हीट पंप म्हणून यूज होते. टेम्परेचर लिमिट सेमच आहे. सो व्हॉट विल बी द COP ऑफ दिस हीट पंप? What is the formula? So for third one, COP of heat pump. COP of heat pump will be calculated
T2 divided by T2 minus T1
T2 divided by T2 minus T1 किंवा COP of refrigerator plus 1.
plus 1.
कारण की सेमच रेफ्रिजरेटरच आपण हीट पंप म्हणून यूज करतोय. कारण की आपल्याला काय माहित आहे, रेफ्रिजरेटर ऍज वेल एज हीट पंप वर्किंग प्रिन्सिपल काय दोन्हीचं सेमच आहे. फक्त इंटेन्शन वेगळं आहे. इंटेन्शन वेगळं आहे म्हणजे काय? त्या ठिकाणी ज्यावेळेस आपलं इंटेन्शन हे मॅक्सिमम अमाऊंट ऑफ हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब करणं असेल, त्यावेळेस माझं इंटेन्शन मॅक्सिमम अमाऊंट ऑफ हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब करणं असेल, त्यावेळेस हा ऍज अ रेफ्रिजरेटर म्हणून यूज होईल. ज्यावेळेस माझं इंटेन्शन हे मॅक्सिमम अमाऊंट ऑफ हीट रिजेक्ट करणं ते असेल, त्यावेळेस हा हीट पंप होणार आहे. पण ऑपरेशन किंवा जे काय फ्लो डायग्राम जे आहे किंवा जे काय वर्किंग प्रिन्सिपल जे आहे ते काय राहणार आहे, सेमच राहणार आहे. सो COP ऑफ हीट पंप इज नथिंग बट COP ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेटर प्लस 1 किंवा another formula that is nothing but T2 divided by T2 minus T1. You can use this formula also. T2 divided by T2 minus T1. So automatically you will get that answer as a 10.
10.
So you are getting the same answer.
Yes, sir.
So COP of heat engine, sorry, heat pump is nothing but 10. So this is the answer of your third question. Now, last question. How many kilojoule per minute will the heat pump deliver at 300 Kelvin if it absorb 1130 kilojoule per minute at 270 Kelvin? म्हणजे ह्या ठिकाणी QA ची व्हॅल्यू जर 1130 किलोजूल पर मिनिट असेल, तर त्या केसमध्ये QR ची व्हॅल्यू किती असेल? त्या केसमध्ये QR ची व्हॅल्यू किती असेल? कोण सांगेल कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं? कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं कोण सांगेल?
वर्क डन वरून काढायचं काय?
वर्क डन वरून कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं. कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे? वर्क डन ची व्हॅल्यू माहित आहे तुम्हाला. व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ वर्क डन? What is the value of work done? 125 in terms of kilojoule per minute. That value is nothing but 125.5 kilojoule per minute. बरोबर आहे? आपल्याला काय माहित आहे?
QA माहित आहे.
Hello. Okay. Sorry. So here, आवाज येतोय?
हा सर.
So have you calculated the value of QR? What is the value of QR? QR is nothing but QA plus work done. त्या ठिकाणी QR म्हणजेच काय असतं किंवा Q2 म्हणजेच काय असतं Q1 plus W असतं, बरोबर? That is in the same fashion QR is nothing but QA plus W. QA, value of QA is nothing but 1130, that is in terms of kilojoule per minute, and W, value of W is nothing but 125.5, that is in terms of kilojoule per minute. So here, fourth one, if I want to calculate the value of QR, value of QR is nothing but QA plus W. QA plus W. So which is equal to value of QA is nothing but 1130 and W is nothing but, here while considering the value of work done, you have to consider the value of work done in terms of kilojoule per minute only. So 1130 plus 125.5. 125.5. So tell me the value of QR, that will be in terms of kilojoule per minute.
1255.5.
That will be in terms of kilojoule per minute. 1255.5. So this is the answer of this problem. Are you getting how to solve this problem? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll solve this problem. So I will solve this problem. So I will show this problem with the help of PPT. So we are knowing that, first of all, value of T1 270 Kelvin, value of T2 300 Kelvin. Then COP will be calculated, T1 divided by T2 minus T1. So first of all, we'll get the value of COP as a 9. So this was the schematic diagram. 270 Kelvin पासून हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब करतोय आपण 1130 किलोजूल पर मिनिट आणि ती 300 केल्विनला रिजेक्ट करतोय, त्यावेळेस या ठिकाणी वर्क देतोय. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू कॅल्क्युलेट द वर्क डन, as Q1 is equal to 1130 kilojoule per minute, convert it in terms of kilojoule per second. So value of Q1 in terms of kilojoule per second is nothing but 18.83 kilojoule per second. As we are knowing the value of COP, Q1 divided by work done. So we have calculated the value of Q1. We have calculated the value of Q1 in terms of kilojoule per second. Value of COP, we are knowing, put those values, we will get the work done in terms of kilojoule per second. So 2.1 kilojoule per second, that is nothing but the value of work done. Again COP of heat pump, T2 divided by T2 minus T1. So this will be the answer, 10. And lastly, heat rejected. So as Q2 is equal to work done plus Q1. Otherwise by another way also, त्या ठिकाणी दोन्ही मेथड न सॉल्व्ह करू शकता. QR is nothing but equal to QA plus W. QA plus W एक मेथड आहे, और another method is nothing but COP of heat pump is equal to Q2 divided by Q2 minus Q1. So here by this method also you will get the value of Q2. By both the way you will get the same answer, 1255 point something or 1256 point something in terms of kilojoule per minute. Are you getting how to solve the problems by using the reverse Carnot cycle? Yes or no? So this is the answer. Now we'll solve the last problem by using the reverse Carnot cycle. Third problem, 1.5 kilowatt per ton of refrigeration is required to maintain temperature of minus 40 degrees centigrade in the refrigerator. 1.5 kilowatt per ton of refrigeration is required to maintain the temperature of minus 40 degrees centigrade in the refrigerator. Full stop. If the refrigeration cycle works on Carnot cycle, determine the following. First one, COP of the cycle. Second one, temperature of sink. Third one, heat rejected to the sink per ton of refrigeration. And fourth one, heat supplied and energy performance ratio if cycle is used as a heat pump. So take the time, read the problem carefully, understand the problem. So I will give 1 or 2 minute time. So in that 1 or 2 minute time, you have to write down you have to read the problem carefully, write down the given data and think on how to solve this problem. Okay. Can anyone tell me how to solve this problem? Hello. Can anyone tell me how to solve this problem? So here, if you draw the schematic diagram, it will be very much simple. So first word, your first sentence, if you understand the first sentence, the problem will be very much simple. 1.5 kilowatt. किलोवॅट कशाचं युनिट आहे? किलोवॅट युनिट कशाचं आहे? इट इज द युनिट ऑफ वर्क डन और पॉवर. त्या ठिकाणी पॉवर किती सप्लाय करावं लागते? 1.5 किलोवॅट पर टन ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेशन. That means if we want to absorb 1 ton of refrigeration heat from the refrigeration system, how much kilowatt power we require to supply, or how much kilowatt work we require to supply? 1.5 kilowatt power we require to supply for absorption of 1 ton of refrigeration heat to maintain the temperature as a minus 40 degrees centigrade in the refrigerator. So if the refrigeration cycle works on Carnot cycle, determine the following. So here, first of all, minus 40 degrees centigrade. Minus 40 degrees centigrade म्हणजे किती? 233 Kelvin. So here value of T1 will be equal to 233 Kelvin. That means lower body temperature is nothing but 233 Kelvin. And here, how much work we require to supply? 1.5 kilowatt amount of work we require to supply on the system. 1.5 kilowatt amount of work is required to supply on the system, which is equal to 1.5 in terms of kilojoule per kilowatt is nothing but kilojoule per second, which is in terms of kilojoule per minute, that is nothing but 90 kilojoule per minute. म्हणजे किती वर्क देतोय आपण सिस्टम वरती? 90 किलोजूल पर मिनिट एवढं वर्क देतोय. कशासाठी? टू ऍब्झॉर्ब 1 टन ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेशन. जरी टन ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेशन हे युनिट कशाचं आहे? रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टीमचं युनिट असलं तरी पण टन ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेशनचा अर्थ काय होतोय? किती अमाऊंट ऑफ हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब करतोय. सो 1 TR इज नथिंग बट 210 किलोजूल पर मिनिट. म्हणजे 210 किलोजूल पर मिनिट अमाऊंट ऑफ हीट ऍब्झॉर्ब करण्यासाठी किती वर्क सप्लाय करावं लागतंय? 1.5 किलोवॅट, दॅट इज नथिंग बट 90 किलोजूल पर मिनिट. दॅट इज नथिंग बट 90 किलोजूल पर मिनिट एवढं वर्क सप्लाय करावं लागतं. बरोबर आहे? नाउ and the temperature which is maintained is nothing but minus 40 degrees centigrade. So T1 is nothing but 233 Kelvin. Now rest of the thing will be very much easy. find out the COP of cycle. COP कसं कॅल्क्युलेट करणार आहे? त्या ठिकाणी Q1 माहित आहे तुम्हाला, वर्क डन माहित आहे. सो COP इज नथिंग बट
काय म्हणलं सर? एक नंबर 30 करायला लागलं. तुम्हाला बघितलं, मला ती आठवण झाली. ती आता तुमच्या इकडे एक मिनिटात त्या इथे टाकतो.
हॅलो वांगीकर सर. हॅलो.
सॉरी सर, सॉरी.
Okay. So here, as the value of Q1, wait. Here, as the value of Q1 is equal to 210 kilojoule per minute, and value of work done is nothing but 90 kilojoule per minute. So to calculate the value of COP, we are going to use the formula as a COP of cycle is nothing but Q1 divided by work done. That is nothing but 210 divided by 90. So 210 divided by 90, that is nothing but 2.33. That will be the COP of refrigeration system. So that is the answer of your first question. Now what about second question? Temperature of sink we have to find out. Temperature of sink means here sink will become as a hot body because we are absorbing the heat from cold body temperature and we are rejecting the heat to hot body temperature. So sink will be hot body. So here I have to find out the value of T2. I have to find out the value of T2. So now by using the QA and work done, as I have calculated the value of COP. So after calculation of value of COP, I can calculate the value of T2 by using the formula of COP in terms of temperature. So formula of COP in terms of temperature is nothing but T1 divided by T2 minus T1. Value of COP in terms of temperature is nothing but T1 divided by T2 minus T1. Here I am knowing the value of COP. Value of COP is nothing but 2.33. I am knowing the value of T1. So put the value of T1 and put the value of COP. I will automatically get the value of temperature. That is nothing but T2. So put those values. I will get the value of T2 as a 333 point something or 333 Kelvin only. So this is the value of T2 or answer. Are you getting? Now last question. Sorry, two more questions are there. Third thing, I have to calculate the heat rejected to the sink per ton of refrigeration. What is the meaning of this sentence? Heat rejected to the sink per ton of refrigeration. That means when value of QA is equal to 210 kilojoule per minute, then I have to calculate the value of Q2. So to calculate the value of Q2, what is the formula? What will be the formula to calculate the value of Q2? Q2 is nothing but equal to Q1 plus work done, but both the values I have to take in the same unit. So here I will take the unit as a kilojoule per minute. So Q2 will be equal to, here Q2 will be equal to Q1 plus work done, Q1 plus work done. So value of Q1 is nothing but 210, value of work done is nothing but 90 in terms of kilojoule per minute. So value of Q2 will be equal to 300 kilojoule per minute. Value of Q2 will be equal to Q1 plus W, that is nothing but 300 kilojoule per minute. So this is the answer of your third question. And last question. Here last question. What is the value of heat supplied? Heat supplied already we have calculated. That is nothing but value of Q2. So in the third question only we have calculated the value of heat supplied. That is nothing but 300. And EPR, energy performance ratio, if cycle is used as a heat pump. So same cycle is, if same refrigeration system is used as a heat pump, then in that case I have to calculate the value of EPR, that is nothing but energy performance ratio, that is also called as a COP of heat pump. So COP of heat pump, already value of heat supplied Q2 is nothing but 300 kilojoule per minute, and value of EPR or COP of heat pump is nothing but COP of refrigerator plus 1. So which is equal to 3.33. Are you getting? So this is the, here we have completed the problems based on a reverse Carnot cycle. Problem based on a reverse Carnot cycle. Are you getting how to solve the problems based on reverse Carnot cycle? Yes or no? Are you getting how to solve the problems based on reverse Carnot cycle? So now as the time is 1:30, so I will end my lecture. So I will take the attendance. After that, you can exit the lecture or you can join the next lecture. I think next lecture will be conducted by Wangekar sir. Let me confirm. Wait for 1 minute. Whether Wangekar sir is there in meeting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You are going to continue, no, sir?
You end the meeting. I will start once again the meeting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will take the attendance. After that, I will end the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Give me only 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Give the attendance. Roll number 1. All of you, please give the attendance. Roll number 1, absent. I think she is present. Roll number 1. Roll number 2,
Yes, sir.
3. 3 absent. 4. 4 absent. I think she is present. Roll number 4. Give the attendance. Unmute yourself and give the attendance. Roll number 5 also present. 6. Roll number 6. 6 absent. 7.
Yes, sir.
8. Okay. 9. Roll number 9 absent. 10 absent. 11. Amol. Roll number 12.
Yes, sir.
13.
Yes, sir.
14. Roll number 14 absent. 15.
Present, sir.
16 present. 17 present. 18.
15 present.
Yes, yes.
14
number
present,
18.
sir.
Yeah, I know. 14 present. Okay. Roll number 18. 18 absent. Okay. 19 absent. 20 absent. 21 absent. 22 absent. 23 absent. 24 absent. 25 25 25 present. Okay. 26
Please, sir.
26 23 also present. Okay. 26
23.
yeah 26 absent. 27 absent. 28 absent. 29 absent. 30 absent. 31 absent. 32 absent. 33 absent. 34
Present, sir.
35 absent. 36 absent. 37 absent. 38 absent. 39 absent. 40 absent. 41 absent. 42
Yes, sir.
43 43 absent. 44
Present, sir.
45 absent. 46
46, sir.
present.
Present.
Okay. 47
Yes, sir.
48 48 absent. 49 absent. 50
Yes, sir.
51
Yes, sir.
52 absent. 53 absent. 54 absent. 55 why the strength is so less. 56 absent. 57 absent. 58 57 पड़ गए. 58 59 60 61 62 63
Sir, 62 present.
62 present. Okay. 63 absent. 64 absent. 65
Present, sir.
Sundari. 66 yeah 66 absent. 67 absent. 68 absent. 69 absent. 70 absent.
Yes, sir. 70.
70 present. Okay, Gauri. 71 absent. 72 absent. Thomas 72, Thomas. 73. Absent. 74 absent. 75 absent. 76 absent. Okay. You can exit the lecture. Thank you for attending
sir.
the lecture.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
11 present.
11. Okay.
Sir, 72%.
Yeah, 72.
57. 57.
57. Okay. You can end the lecture. Thank you.